Everything is your fault. Blame yourself before someone else because it's your life, not theirs. Let's keep it real. Like diamonds, I'm watching how you glow. What's up, everybody? It's your boy AJ here, coming through your TV screen, your phone screen, your laptop screen, and beyond. Giving it to you blunt. Pff, force. Pff, trauma. Get it over with. Coming to you with another one. Blame yourself before someone else. Because everything is your fault. Because it's your life, not theirs. Before you go on a rampage, I know where you're gonna take this conversation. That's not where it's going. When it comes to your growth and your success, everything is your fault. Because you're the one making the decisions here. So you're the one putting yourself in the bad position. Specifically, let's contextualize that opener. Specifically, your growth and your success is entirely your fault. Not everything can be controlled by you, I know. But I had nothing to do with that, and that happened. Still, you put yourself in that position though. So, if you put yourself in the position to fail, how would you then blame something else or someone else that a decision you made led to that scenario that you know found yourself in? That's like me jumping off a cliff and blaming someone else for me jumping off the cliff. I'm the one that jumped. Can we keep it real? I know there are outside factors. Let's not be ignorant here. I know there are outside factors. And I know there are situations and factors outside of your control. But how long do you intend to play the blame game? When you fail at something, you miss the mark, how long do you plan to not take responsibility for your own failure? Let's just cue it up. How long do you plan to keep going like that? Because if I'm the one to be brutally honest with you, that's not gonna get you very far. I can tell you that because I used to do that all the time. Well, it's because of him. It's what about her? She's the one that did that. Still, it doesn't change the fact that you're the one that made the core decision that got you in the mess in the first place. Decisions don't make themselves. Choices don't make themselves. Consequences don't make themselves. Reactions do not make themselves. So, when you put yourself in the space, how can you then blame the other factors at play when you're the one that put yourself there? Make me understand that. That's like, again, me driving my car into another car and blaming the passenger for me driving the car. I don't make that make sense. Again, I know you have outside factors. I know there are things out of your control. I know there are variables you have no persuasion over. But at the end of the day, who made the decision to get you into the space? You or everyone else? The last time I checked, it's your life. I'm just being curious. So the decisions that you make, so someone else made them for you? Or did you think it through? Or did you decide to be impulsive? Or you decide to be reckless? That make me understand. We're keeping it real here, right? That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Blame yourself before you blame anybody else. Everything is your fault because it's your life, not theirs. Another reason why I'm saying this to you is when you start to learn how to bear responsibility for the things that happen to you, you become a smarter decision maker. You become a more calculated person. You become way less reckless. You do way less childish things. And you act less impulsively. Because when the stupidity comes along, you're the one bearing the weight of it. And to avoid that, you're going to be smarter and more calculated about what you do. If you don't, and you keep playing the blame game, you keep blaming everything and everyone else but yourself for your decisions in your life, you're not going to get very far. I promise you. Take it from someone who used to do it every day. Playing the victim? Not gonna get you very far. It's not. And if you don't believe me, again, you don't have to take the things I say to you word for word. What I implore you to do is actually apply the knowledge you're getting here. And when you apply it, and it works like I told you it would have, then message me by all means and say, you were right. I know. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I'm being brutally honest with you here. I used to do it all day, every day. Take responsibility for the things you do, the decisions you make. Take responsibility for your life, your choices. Because, as I said in the beginning, it is your life, your truth, and no one else's. You can only blame people for so long before the paradigm starts to shift around you. And life is going to start to put you in positions that you cannot blame anybody but yourself. And then you're going to have to start blaming yourself. And when you do that, you're going to learn how to be smarter about what you do. That it might not ring a bell, no, might not make sense to you, no, but hear me out. It will. Even if it's genuinely not your fault, even if it's genuinely out of your control, even if it genuinely has absolutely nothing to do with you, still bear responsibility for it. When you do that, for everything you bear responsibility for, there's an engraving in your brain that goes on. So when you see the situation coming a mile away, you're going to know it when you see it. So best practices, you're going to know how to automatically avoid it. So you will never ever feel the need to be then put back in that position where you might have to try to blame someone else to get out of it. No. Follow those best practices and avoid the situation. So then it becomes not your fault. Like, you can't be blamed for anything because you took the most calculated route. Take responsibility for your failures, just like how you take responsibility for your successes. Blame yourself before you blame anybody else, because the failures that you let happen, and dare I say you let them happen, You can't blame other people for you not getting where you need to be. There are people trying to tear you down, but they can't tear you down if you don't let them. You see where I'm going with this? Like, there are going to be situations out of your control, situations that feel like it's inevitable that you're going to fail. Even if that is the case, make it hard for them. Because if you give in, if you make it easy, you're to blame. If it was as difficult as they could possibly have it, then okay. Otherwise, blame yourself first before you attempt to blame anybody else. Again, it's your life, not theirs. Again, it's your truth, not theirs. Again, it's your growth and your success, not theirs. With that being said, with that being understood, it's your boy AJ. I love you, and I'm signing out.